Hi dear cricket fans, subscribers and friends of Cricket Happenings. This is your host Ram with an early edition of Cricket Happenings today. Well, dear cricket fans, first we look at the Ashes test where Kevin Pietersen's blade really dominated, and by Kevin Pietersen, with Kevin Pietersen actually dominating and getting a century after 18 months in test cricket, finally made England actually pound the Australian bowling and get on to a massive score of 551 for 4. And well, it may be a winning score too, because now England are 306 runs ahead and Australia's bowlers were absolutely, as I said, they were pounded. Kevin Pietersen was the man who was really not only holding the fort but showing some accelerating stroke play. Well, today the first wicket to go was Alistair Cook with the score on 351. So they had added from 317 for 1 when they actually resumed on the third day. They had actually pushed the score on to 351, and Alistair Cook was gone, and Harris got a ball to really bounce a bit, and then Alistair Cook, it was actually through him. It was a good ball from Harris, and it went through the stumps, over the stumps, and it was a brilliant athletic catch taken by Brad Haddin behind the wickets, and Alistair Cook was gone. Caught Haddin bowled Harris for 148 of 269 balls with 18 fours. So that was a good reward for Australia. But other than that, once 351 he departed, it was Collingwood who joined in. Collingwood combined with Pietersen, and Collingwood played only in the way he knows. He was just very sedate, but Kevin Pietersen was the one who was a real treat to watch. Unveiled all the strokes. In fact, he went on to make 213 not out of 296 balls, 31 fours and 1 6, and he's still there at the crease, and that is something which the signs are really ominous. And looking at the pitch here, well, there are some cracks. Yesterday we saw Marcus North at the end of the day getting some turn through the cracks, and that is something that Graham Swan and Graham Swan is the main spinner who would be exploiting it to the hilt for sure. Well, so Kevin Pietersen, I can only talk about Kevin Pietersen. The way he was playing, one of the strokes that he played absolutely stood out was actually moving towards the off stump and then just flicking it, just turning the wrist and sending it through the onside for a boundary. And well, he was absolutely severe on everything. He was cutting well, he was driving well, he was pulling well, and he was playing all Pietersen-like strokes. And Xavier Doherty, the left-arm spinner, has been the bane for Pietersen, really couldn't do anything. As Xavier Doherty's figures, 24 overs, 3 maidens, none for 120. The major share coming from Kevin Pietersen's blade. And Kevin Pietersen, as I said, it was accelerating stroke play. It was a treat to watch because it's not only the timing, it's not only the precision, and it's not only the placement. It is also the sort of power that Pietersen packs when he actually plays the stroke. And well, he hit only 1 6, but this was a knock which actually helped England to a 551 for 4 at the close of the third day. And well, as I said, Collingwood finally, after making 42, got a ball which nipped back from Watson, and he was trapped LBW for 42 of 70 balls with 5 fours. Ian Bell came in. He actually rubbed it in by actually being not out on 41 of 76 balls with 6 fours. And I can say that England, they have 2 more days to go, 306 runs on. Before that, let me just talk about the bowling figures. Ryan Harris 20 and 20. First let me talk about this. Kevin Pietersen is not out on 213 at close. Ian Bell is not out 41 at close. 551 for 4 England, having an overall lead of 306 with 6 wickets. 6 wickets don't matter. What matters is the huge lead that England is taking in this particular test match, in the second test match. As far as the bowling figures are concerned, Ryan Harris 29 overs, 5 maidens, 2 for 84. Bollinger 27 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 121. Peter Cyril 26 overs, 3 maidens, none for 100. Shane Watson 19 overs, 7 maidens, 144. Xavier Doherty, I've already spoken about his figures. Marcus North bowled 18 overs, no maiden, none for 62. Now what I would really like to talk here as far as England's innings is Kevin Pietersen. Now looking at the match here, how it is going to pan out, I think Australia are really under the pump here today, because on the fourth day, well, England 306 runs ahead. Kevin Pietersen still there at the crease, looking absolutely ominous, and well, one is going to really watch very keenly the behavior of the pitch. And in my feeling, I think Australia have to, that is like getting out of jail. So probably England will bat till lunch today, put up maybe Kevin Pietersen might still go for the strokes, and well, if Kevin Pietersen really gets going with the strokes right from the morning, that would be great to watch, and probably they'll put on another 100 runs and probably put the Australians in with 400 on the board. And I think Australians will have a Herculean task to save this match, and well, it is going to be really interesting as far as the 4 days play is concerned. I can't wait to watch the 4 days play, dear cricket fans, subscribers and friends. Well, now, as far as this match is concerned, there's not, as I said, Kevin Pietersen really not only made a century after 18 months in Test cricket, actually went on to make a double century. Now, this is going to really boost England it is really going to boost England in a great way. Well, so that is as far as the Ashes Test is concerned. So, 551 for 4. At close on the third day of the second Ashes Test between Australia and England. Kevin Pietersen, 213 not out, Bell 41 not out, will resume on the fourth day. Well, now I'm going to do a preview of the third one-day international, which is going to be played with Bangladesh and Zimbabwe, and this is going to be a day-nighter, which is going to be played at Dhaka. Well, now, as you know, the scores are level. It's a 1-1 series, but let me tell you, it's a good contest because Zimbabwe is also playing very well. They've already created the huge upset in the first one-day international. What is really going to be interesting, and I'm told it's going to be a day-nighter, so there won't be much to exploit for the pace bowlers initially, and also the spinners actually have been ruling the roost. If you see both the sides' performance in both the one-day internationals, the spinners would actually find it very difficult to actually grip the ball in the afternoon when the dew would be a big factor. So it is going to be interesting how the spinners really tackle that and go past the batsmen. As far as Bangladesh is concerned, well, Tamim Iqbal is looking good. Probably is in for a good knock. Probably is due for a very big knock today. Imrul Kais, Junaid Siddique have been doing well. Also, Rakibul Hassan was impressive. Shakib Al Hasan has been leading the way for sure. Mushfiqur Rahim is another person who needs to get into some form here. And Shurwadi Shu has been bowling. And Mashrafe Murtaza's bowling has been a bit wavered, so he needs to improve. Abdul Razzaq has been the hero as far as this one-day international series so far for Bangladesh is concerned. Shafiul Islam, we know he's a very good bowler. Now, what is Zimbabwe going to do? For Zimbabwe, well, Brendan Taylor is a very consistent player. Chamu Chibaba, I'm still really surprised that Hamilton Masakadza still doesn't find a place in the Zimbabwe side. I thought he was probably an automatic inclusion in the team. I'm still surprised. And Chamu Chibaba is there, but Chamu Chibaba is also a very good player, no doubt about it. He's a very aggressive player. Regis Chakabwa has taken Hamilton Masakadza's place, according to me. And Regis Chakabwa, well, he has been looking good for sure. And then Keith Dabengwa tied in the tie with the wicketkeeper. Elton Chugumra, the captain, needs to lead the way. So that is very, very important. He needs to do what Shakib Al Hasan is doing. But Elton Chugumra is in the batting horrors. He has not got a 50 for quite a long time. And that's not really good. And I'm told that Keegan Maith, who has not had an impressive series so far, he has not done well. He might make way for Shingirai Masakadza, Hamilton Masakadza's brother. And Shingirai Masakadza, as you know, he's a handy bat and he's a very good bowler too. So that is going to be, and he's a medium pace bowler, so that would be interesting. And then the spinners are the one who, but as I said, the spinners will have a real task on hand, how they actually go past the batsmen today, because if Zimbabwe, it depends on which spinners actually bowl, whether it is going to be the team which is going to bat second would find it easy to play the spinners, because spinners would not be able to grip the ball, and the ball would be it will be easy meat for the batsman. So Prosper Utsaya, Raymond Price have to really do something, something great if they are going to be the ones who are going to bowl last. So it all depends on the toss too. So toss is going to be very vital tomorrow. And Chris Pofu, who has been looking impressive, impressive for the whole series so far, would also be raring to do well. Well, dear cricket fans, I don't have much to share. I think it has been a pleasure bringing you this Cricket Happening show as an early edition on this Sunday morning. Thank you very much for your company. Look forward to having more cricket shows with you in the future. That's it, dear cricket fans, for Cricket Happenings. This is Ram signing off. Thank you.